Well, I don't know what time it is, like 6:30 in the morning. Had to get ready and take my daughter to school, so that's why I'm up. But y'all get to see me in my nappy head essence. Uh, I'll start by saying this. Right there on my chest, that's probably over 20 years old. It says, "Without trust, there's no betrayal." Think about that. Without trust, there's no betrayal. So many people sit around and they complain about this and that. Let's say society, government, whatever. Let's start there. You trust in things you don't understand, and then you bitch about it. Last week it was Kaepernick. I hear so many educated viewpoints from people who profess a point that is the obvious, and then, or that is the apparent obvious, and then they sit back and ridicule others who don't reach that same viewpoint. So let's just clear that up in like less than 5 minutes. First of all, as much as I hate to say it, and a lot of y'all gonna get pissed so fucking what, because if it comes out my mouth and you want to say that it's inaccurate, I'm all for that. Just understand that I'm a researcher, and before you say that my viewpoint is inaccurate, be prepared to defend your stance. I don't say things I haven't looked into extensively, so just keep that in mind, but I welcome. Anyway, we've been duped, which is something that I repeatedly tell. And most of y'all think I'm just crazy because you think you understand my background, so you form some weird perception of what you think you know about me, and then you base it off of that and figure I can't possibly be that smart because of what you think you know about someone who you never really been around. Anyway, if you look at pre-Kaepernick, before the whole protest thing, now don't get me wrong, I'm a Kaepernick fan. I like the dude. But if you look at pre-Kaepernick, before the whole protest thing, and all his magazines, interviews, his appearances and all that, dude was throwing up more gang signs than a gangbanger. I tell you all repeatedly, all forms of entertainment, government, political, religious, all these people, we've been duped. Y'all keep saying, it's not possible. There's no way it could happen. Why the fuck can it happen? You're talking about a group of people who went to an entire continent and stripped it of every fucking thing, including its royalty. Brought them here and turned them into damn near cattle. And to this very day have completely erased the background of these individuals and completely convinced their own people of nothing but lies. Repeatedly. Your religion is a lie. I don't give a fuck which one you believe in. It's a lie. Anybody who has a problem with that, y'all see me on the book every day, inbox me, or we can do it publicly, doesn't matter. I will intelligently debate any of you religious freak fanatics or intelligent people. Whatever you want to do, let's do that. I got no problem with that. We've been duped. Your religion is trash. And I hate to say that because it brings good principles to a lot of you brothers who trying to switch your life. And I got no problem with that. That's why I don't say anything. But realistically, it's starting to go a little bit too far. You're getting carried away with a lot of hoopla bullshit that none of you dudes can prove. Most of you just recycle shit you heard from somebody else because you thought he was intelligent. Anyway, now we take a knee. Death threats up the wazoo. Everybody, the whole industry, turned their back on him. Now they offer him money. He takes it. And y'all go buy Nikes. Like he fucking gets the money from Nike. And so much intelligence that you spewing out, telling people that they bogus for burning their shoes and I support Nike. Why the fuck do you support Nike? Why? Why? None of you fucking know. Because you think because Kaepernick made a few million and he stood up for you, then it's okay. He just made Nike more money than they've made in the last fucking 10 or 20 years. But none of you read that, did you? No, you didn't, because you don't. You just say what the fuck you think because somebody else said it. He just made former fucking slave owners and people who support the Trump administration, they fund it, and people who support financially the NFL, the same ones that won't give him a job. Nike gives contributions to everybody I just named. But it's okay. Because Cappy got a few million. Why did he take the million? Why? Why did he take the money? People just shit on you. Why'd you take the money? Knowing that we would go out and buy the shoe. Ball came into the game with his own shoe. Said, fuck Nike. After what you just went through, you couldn't figure that out? No, you couldn't. Because it's a game, but y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get shit. Because you just sit around and you fuck off. I fuck off too. But I study when I'm done fucking off. Or while I'm fucking off. Or before I fuck off. What I'm not going to do is sit around and pretend I know some shit I don't. And then get mad at other people for trying to wake me up. Y'all talk about Trump. You talk about politics. You talk about shit you don't understand. Now Bill Cosby's a rapist. So let me get this straight. You think Bill Cosby is the only fucking rapist around here, huh? And you think him getting the time meant nothing. You don't think that was a symbol. You don't think that meant, even if your black ass got $1 billion, we can do what we want to do. You don't think it meant that? No, you don't, because you see rape. And you want somebody to point the finger at because you want to feel intelligent. That shit happened in the 70s. You mean to tell me he raped 60 women in the 70s? Nobody knew shit. Y'all don't think. And then somebody say some intelligent shit like, yeah, he was about to invest the money in this big time corporation and they didn't want him to do that, whatever corporation it could be. And some people say Netflix, some people say National Jig or whatever the fuck. But that makes sense. Whether it's true or not, it's an intelligent viewpoint. And then quickly you say, no, he's a rapist. How do you know that? You don't. You just watch fucking TV and formulate opinions. It doesn't matter that the first time when he tried to buy NBC, they killed the son then. That don't matter. No, because you're smart. Because you watch CNN and shit like that. I love y'all. I do. But why don't you get the fuck up? Stop smoking blunts. I smoke weed. But that don't mean you can't fucking do other shit. You want to pop a bottle? Pop a fucking bottle. Do it with a book in your hand. I'm busy. I travel a lot. I don't always have time to read books. But I'm a fucking documentary junkie. And you can say, well, you can't trust that. No, you can't trust that because you don't know what to look for. I know what the fuck I'm looking for. So therefore, whether I YouTube it or I get it out of a book, it's all coming from another man. I have to decipher what it is. It's like the fucking breadcrumbs. They lead somewhere. All you gotta do is follow the trail. But you won't do that. Because you rather sit around and do whatever the fuck you want to do. And then you get your ass on Facebook and pretend you know things. Y'all don't look into shit. You talk politics all fucking day. Then I come through a room and I hear all these different viewpoints. And I say, hey, guess what? Every president we ever had, with the exception of 2, are all related. What do you say? Oh, it's conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. How do you know it's a conspiracy? Did you look into it? No, you didn't. You know how I know you didn't? Because you never fucking do. You just talk. About what? Oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Now, all of a sudden, everybody want to fucking kick knowledge because they're Hebrew Israelites. And I read these threads with all this old intelligent shit. The first time they opened up that Hebrew Israelite Sumerian site, first day I thought it was interesting. I got invited by a friend. I get into what I feel was an intelligent debate with a Hebrew Israelite who was extremely intelligent. My vantage point is this. I'm not like y'all. You can be a revolutionary and not hate white people. I fuck with all races to the extent that they fuck with me. And me meaning us. You really care about black people? I don't give a fuck if you're blue. If you really don't, then you know what it is with me. That's how I feel. You feel however you want to feel. But then y'all get intelligent, then you get to spew your viewpoints. Oh, you can't be a revolutionary and have a white woman. But then you say, Richard Pryor was the greatest. You niggas are confused. Richard did all kind of pro-black shit. You don't think about that. No, whatever. When are y'all gonna get the fuck up, stop pretending you know, and actually look into some shit? Because I'm debating this brother intelligently. And I'm saying things that I know make sense. And he come right back and he want to talk about hieroglyphics and running water and who was first, the Sumerians or it's fine and dandy. And I don't mind listening because it sounds like you know what you're talking about. But here's what I want to know. After I'm done participating in this intellectual banner, at the end of it, will we be any closer to black liberation? Because if this discussion doesn't get us there, why the fuck do I care about tablets, walls, writings? None of it. We are slaves. And not just black people, we are all our fucking slaves. It's like the little hourglass, the little snow cone, whatever the fuck that thing is, where you can see the city and the snow coming through that's us, like fucking in a bubble. And somebody's sitting there watching us, playing with us like a goddamn video game. But you motherfuckers are so intelligent. And I don't know it all. Hell no. But I could talk to basic people who have devoted their entire existence to Christianity. And I ask you simple questions, you can't answer them. You can't even explain to me what the Garden of Eden, the beginning, what is that story about? What is really going on there? You don't know. Concepts like Noah's Ark. Every fucking animal that eats each other all on one boat smaller than Titanic. And I'm sure people will look at this and have an intelligent explanation for it. Of course you will. And you could intelligently explain anything you want to explain to me. Then I ask you, where's the book come from? 80% of you Christians don't have a clue. You're going to try to tell me God or the whatever, you'll make up something. I've heard it all. I don't even want to get into that because I've heard every explanation. So let's do this quick, 30 seconds or less. Maybe 60. The war kicked off in 1591. Ultimately, that's the war that led us here. Well, the ones of us who weren't already here. Like, it was just the Native Americans. Like, we weren't on the planet before everybody. So how did we just not get to America? You people make no sense. The natives, they did the natives. You don't fucking know though, do you? Have you studied anything about Native Americans and their connection with African Americans? How the two cultures get together? Because we was already in America, genius. And if both cultures were already in America, what was they doing when we were getting rounded up? But you don't want to talk about that. And then some people will read this and say they got native in their blood, and they'll be pissed, and then they'll cuss me out. And the comment section will say all kind of shit that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It could appear that way because I'm just hitting you with surface shit, but we can go deep. Anybody, I mean, you see, Facebook, it's easy to locate people and intelligently discuss things. But when are you going to get off your ass? Stop being lazy. Slow down just a little bit on the drugs because, shit, like I said, I fuck around too. Everybody knows me. But I try. Just try. Try to know what the fuck's going on other than just keep talking about shit you don't really know, but you want to impress us. Christians don't know where their own fucking book came from, but they'll kill you dead if you simply say, how does a man get crucified for blasphemy in a place where it's not a crime? But you don't know that, do you? Because you just hear what they say, you think it's right, and then you defend it with your fucking life. 1591, they brought us here. The process started. By 1620, that book was here. The religion you love is the number one doctrine used to make us say, yeah, massa. But you don't know that. Or you'll say you know that, but you'll find a reason to make sense out of it anyway. Because that's what you do. You make excuses. You know why you make excuses? It's not because you don't care. Same reason why I used to make them. Because you're scared. You don't want to do shit other than what you're already doing. You don't do a fucking thing. You want to talk tough. You don't want to die. You're terrified. And that's the problem. As long as you're scared to fucking die, they got no problem killing your ass. Because it matters to you. And maybe they'll kill me. Who gives a fuck? We're not living anyway. Because you motherfuckers are scared of every goddamn thing. A bunch of shit that don't matter. You jump ship, you turn on each other over success and dumb shit. What the fuck is success? You're mad at him or her because they're accomplishing something that really means fucking nothing. We're all slaves. I don't know. Without trust, there's no betrayal. When you trust in shit that you don't understand, guarantee you will succumb to betrayal. Stop getting on fucking Facebook and pretending. I see y'all every day. Most of y'all grew up with like y'all grew up with me. So the one thing you know about me, and I know shit about y'all, the one thing you know about me is, do whatever, I always was the nerd. Nobody could ever say he was a dumb one. Remember? Y'all remember? Right. Let's think about that. When was I ever the dumb one? When was I ever not the nigga that knew a little extra shit? So now we fast forward, and all of a sudden, I don't know shit no more. Because of why? Because of shit that you think you know about me but don't understand. The one thing that y'all the most concerned with about me, if you understood what that was really about, like most other things you don't really understand, maybe you'd have a different opinion. And this is damn near 20 minutes, I just realized. Most of y'all probably won't even listen to this shit. Who cares? It's there. It's documented. We just made history. Did you participate? Probably not, because you never do. You just want to sit around and watch other people tell me I'm wrong. And you think it, but you won't do shit. You never do.